This video will show you how to create a link in your web page that will allow a visitor to your site to click on it and open up their email client. Now, a word about this before we do it. I want to show you because it's a beginning website or beginning web development class. Generally, this technique is something that you want to avoid because spam bots out there will find your site and spam you. There are better ways to do that through form submission, and you know how they have the little letters and numbers, the CAPTCHA, to make you confirm you're human, and there's a lot of different techniques that are out there. So this is the most primitive way of creating way for someone to click on something and email you. Usually what I recommend is to, if you're doing it just a basic HTML site like we're doing in this class, to put that information in an image, to have, and you will learn later in the semester how to create forms. To do a form that's a little bit less prone to this whole spam thing. Just to put the contact information up there, you know, but to not really allow them to just straight out click on it and send an email. So I'm going to show you, and I'm also going to tell you that when you do this, like someone like me, I do not configure my workstations with email clients. I don't like my email getting downloaded to my computer, and I don't email out of a program that's actually on my computer. I'm not a fan of doing that, so I don't do that. So someone like me, even if you did this, it would try to open, I don't know, Microsoft Outlook for me, and I don't have it configured at all. So it would do me no good if you made this a link. But if you had a form, I will fill out a form and send a form to a website if I have a question. So that I can do without an email client. If you are using a website in a public place or a computer in a public place for some reason and not your computer, a shared computer, or your friend's computer, you know, you can't click on whatever it is and use their email client to email somebody. You know, if you're on your phone, like, it would work. If you hit the thing I'm going to create, it'll send it over to your email client on your phone, and that's fine. But just know it doesn't work for everybody. And again, the biggest reason, of course, is that the spam robots are out there just looking for these things so they can spam you. But we'll do it. So here we go. We're going to email this puppy. Okay. So we're going to send an email to him. How do we do that? Well, we'll say click here. In this case, you don't usually do click here, by the way, either, unless you absolutely have to. Normally, it would show up more like this: email colon at something like that. That's what it would look like, and then this would be clickable. So we'll do this version first. I'm going to select all that text, and then I'm going to do what we care about here is right there. Now, I could do this in code view, but I'm trying to show you guys how to use the interface as much as possible to help you so it's easier. So by selecting what it is that I want to be the link, then I'm going to start this out with mail, M-A-I-L, to colon, and then someone at somewhere.com. And that's all there is. So in this instance, which is a more traditional format, we see that the email is xxx@yz.com. I'm going to go down here, mail to colon xxx@yz.com. And that's all you do. Now, what does that look like in code view? Here we go. The first one, let me just give us some, we normally wouldn't have to single this out, but this will make it easier to see. This is the first one we did. Click here to email this puppy. And when I selected that text, I get, and I start to type in that link field, in the properties inspector, I get what Dreamweaver generated was an A for anchor, href for hyperlink reference, and then the equal sign and a quote. So what's happening is you've got your A element, your A tag, and then your attribute is href, hyperlink reference, because the A tag can have other attributes besides href. Then you have equals quotes, and then what I typed in, and this is the value for the attribute, and then the close quotes, and then the greater than symbol to end the opening part of this tag. Then we have the end part of this tag over here, so less than, slash, a, and greater than. That ends this tag. This is what the user sees. The tag, the element, wraps what the user sees, and that's what makes it hot. So it has to begin, the hyperlink has to begin and has to end. It's the same exact thing down here. Email, colon, we didn't want that hot. We wanted the actual address hot. So again, same exact thing. It doesn't matter what I select. Begin the anchor tag less than a, hyperlink reference equals quote, mail to colon xxx at yz.com, close quote, greater than. And then this is what the person clicks. And then we have the ending anchor tag. So that's all there is to that. And if I open this up in a browser, bring that over here. If I were to click this, we can see right down here. If I were to click this, if you look right down there, you'll see that mail to colon someone at somewhere.com shows up. And if I were to click it, it would try to open Microsoft Outlook for me right now. If I were on a different device, it would actually go to that email client. So it works, but I gave you all my warnings now in this class until you learn how to do a form. It is your only option. So you will get past that during the semester.